Welcome to the Battle of the Brows. Today, guys, we're going to be testing out pencil versus pomade. So we're starting off with the ABH brow gel, and I use this when I use both of them, so it don't matter. Next, we're going into the ABH brow wiz in the shade Ebony, and of course, I start my line in the middle. I'll work my way to the back. This part is like pretty self-explanatory. It's the outline of my eyebrows. So that's basically what I do first, and you guys can watch the way I do it. And when I complete my outline, then I start to do nice hair light strokes to make it look like I actually have hair in the area where I don't. And mind you guys, I'm doing this with my brows and not waxed. They're not done. We're really gonna put it to the test and see, like, you know, which one looked the best with crazy wild bushy eyebrows. Well, for me they're bushy. Now I'm going in with the ABH brow definer in the shade Ebony, and I use that in the back of my brow in the areas where you can still see skin, because my hair is so dark, so I really don't like my brows to be super light. And now in the front, you'll basically see me taking the brow wiz again, and I'm drawing like little hair, like I basically drawing fake hair in the front because I don't have hair there. So that's basically what's going on. And then basically for now, we're done with that brow. That one, we're going to leave it for now. And then you're going to see me repeat the exact same steps on the other side. So I'm not going to talk through it because it's the same steps. So it's just about time to conceal, so I want to let you guys know I'm going to be going in with MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shades NC45 and NC42 mix. And I used a flat brush from Beauty Junkies that I got off Amazon. First I went in with the Morphe brush. It was a flat brush, but it was way too thick, so I had to go get this brush because I couldn't find the ABH number 20 brush that I usually like to use. So I was all messed up. But anyways, I just kept going from where I left off. I didn't want to start over, so I'm basically just going to keep messing with the line until I get it as straight as I need it to be. And if you guys ever mess up in this way, you could do it the same way too. Like, you don't need to completely start over when you're just trying to get the line straight. Like, if you need to go up a little bit, you know, because the line is a little messed up, that's fine. You could do the exact same thing on the other eye and still make them even. So don't even trip. Don't worry about it. Just keep on going. And so I like to pull the concealer down when I'm blending it out. And I use a Morphe E14 to blend it out, which I love that brush to blend out concealer because it's so good. I basically just pull it down and, you know, blend it really smooth so I can start like a base for my eyeshadow most of the time. And you guys can see right here that what I'm basically doing is measuring where the other brow is, so my brows could basically look the same. And I know brows are not twins, they're sisters, but at the end of the day, I want mine to look good, so I basically try to measure them. I do that with the pencil, and then I do the same thing with the concealer. You don't have to, because it really don't matter. Like, it's not really going to make or break your makeup unless it's like a big difference. With this part, this is basically how I carve out the top of my brows. Sometimes if I'm in a rush, I do it the other way. Like I'll basically turn the brush and just drag it across my forehead if I'm in a rush. But if I want them to look like really snatched, this is the way I do it. And the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, I'm not gonna lie, it dry a little bit fast, so you gotta be careful with that. Like, when you're using it, you basically gotta blend it out fast, and then like when you get to the point where you're past your brows, you gotta wipe it as you go, because sometimes it'll show underneath your foundation. So So after I'm done blending all around the brows, I basically just go into the front of the brows, and my goal here is to make it look more natural and more ombre. So I take the spoolie and I blend it out till basically I feel like it's the way I want it to look. And you guys could basically do it the same way. And pretty much after I'm done with all that, you know, I may go in, look to, you know, see if I need a little more pencil here or a little more pencil there. But pretty much after I do the front of the brows, I'm usually almost done after that. Like, I'm done. So this is basically how your brows come out when you use the ABH Brow Wiz and the brow definer, or any pencil for that matter. This is just what I'm using. But these are your brows with pencil, basically. So guys, I don't want to forget to say this. If you're feeling this video so far, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Next, we're going to be going in with pomade. You guys know I already used the ABH brow gel. And I'm going in with the ABH pomade in the shade Ebony, and I'm also going in with the ABH 7B brush. And you could pretty much use any brush, but the reason I use this brush is because it's really thin, it's really flat and precise. So when I use that, I get exactly where I need to get. I don't miss it. The brush doesn't bend to the point that the product spread where it doesn't need to spread. And now I basically do the same technique with the pencil and the pomade. I do an outline for my brows. It might be a little bit more trickier with the pomade, and especially for me because I haven't used this since like I don't know, maybe like sometime last year. I haven't used pomade in so long. So you're gonna see me struggling a little bit, but don't worry, we're gonna get it together. And with the pomade, like when I dip into the pomade, I wipe it off on the edges of the pomade jar, and then I won't go directly in with the first stroke in the front because sometimes that can get a little messy. Sometimes it's like too much. So better to start somewhere in the middle where it's not gonna matter that you used a lot there, and then after wiping it a few times, in the middle, then you can bring it to the front and use what's left over on the brush. And right here, you basically see me just playing with the shape of the brow. I like to make my brows a little bit thicker when I'm, filling them in. And the reason I do that is because usually when I make them a little bit thicker, after I conceal, they're like the perfect size. Like I love the way they look afterwards. So that's basically the reason I do that. And with the other eye, you guys are going to basically see me repeat the same steps all over again. It's pretty simple. I tried to make it as simple as possible. So now we're about to conceal, and you guys already know NC45 and NC42 mix for the bottom, and then with the top we're gonna do NC45. You'll basically just see me carving out a line on the bottom, carving out a line on the top. Pretty simple. And FYI, I'm going in with the same Morphe E14 to blend out the concealer, just like I did with the pencil. Right here, you'll see I was about to go in conceal, but there wasn't basically enough product there to make the brows even. So I went in, I added more product, spread it around so it could be even, and then I went in and concealed. And if you do brows, you'll understand why I did that. And if you don't, I do not know how to break it down to you any more simple than how I just did. But if you have a question, be sure to, leave your questions down at the bottom and I'll answer them the best way I know how. So we're basically at the end. So like I said, we go back in the front. You basically blend it out to make it look more natural. In this case, a little bit was missing. So I went back in and added a few more, little brow hairs, little fake brow hairs. And to be honest, guys, I'm not gonna lie. The pomade had it for me. It won. I'm going back to use a pomade. Like whenever I beat my face, I'm definitely using a pomade. Now, if I'm in a hurry, I'm going to use a pencil. But when I beat my face, the pomade has it all the way. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to watch the next one.